Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Possibly the most important fight in the game. We are about to start fighting Smithy, Werbenjagermanjensen. First, I should show a couple things. So, oh my god, we have Peach on our team. Totally a surprise to me, because I never have her on my team, but now it is important to do so. And as you can tell, she's appropriately equipped to live forever. Steel Shell, look at those defenses. Protect Ring, boosts the defenses. Shiva's Ring drops down the defense a little more than, say, Tace's Pan would. But we need that extra magic attack, because I'm pretty sure that's what fuels the group hug, to make it a more reasonable amount. We have bombs away on Gino. I'm debating whether or not to do Star Rod, though, because it's good to have physical attacks, but his special attacks are pretty good, and that defense boost does help. I'll just go Star Rod. And Mario, I debated having him equipped with the metal cap for this fight, but it's really not necessary, and it gets to a point where he really needs that extra attack. Trust me. But we'll get to that later. So yeah, this is the entire fight that the entire game has been building up to, so I'd say it's pretty important. Although, as many of you know, this is not the last fight in the game, and nor is it the hardest, but I will say this is pretty hard. I played through it once or twice, making sure I knew what I was doing before I went in. So I know what to expect, and let me tell you, it's going to be tough. And we already get the music, which is pretty cool, I think. Great boss music for both forms of Smithy. And he's a smartass when we meet him. Finish a tour of the factory, right? Yo, Smithy! I love it when he says that. Am I the only one who finds it weird that the star piece is, like, branded onto his chest? And who laughs like guffaw-ha-ha? I thought guffawing laughter was just a description of how to, like, over-exaggerate it. Bowser cussed in the game! Oh my god! This is so not Nintendo of America worthy. Oh my god. I'm rather fond of this place. Like I said, he's kind of a smartass. So now... Harumph. Seems to be a common theme in this game. Why don't you give me your stars? And he's like, look at this one, I'm gonna get rid of all wishes. Why wouldn't a bad guy want wishes to be able to be granted? Then he could have his wish granted. Having a world filled with weapons, or would that work? Is there a screening process? I don't really know. Anyways, the fight starts, and immediately this happens. Sledge! Not too bad. 175 across the board. And yeah, this is the fight. We got Smithy here. The Smelter creates machine maids. Do not attack Smelter under any circumstances. This is a fight where you want to go straight for Smithy the whole time, and that's just what we're going to start doing. Reason being, Smelter doesn't take damage, and he'll eventually launch attacks at you, but mainly his main annoyance right now is just creating those stupid, machine maids. Yes. And the machine maids do that. Sometimes they do sword rain. It's remedial damage, really. The sledge is what's going to keep hurting us. And this is actually primarily why I recommend equipping the Star Rod to Gino, because without it, that would do twice as much, 350. And the Sword Rain would do a lot more than it just did as well, so... Alright, seen this animation before, yada yada. Okay. Not going to worry about boosting yet, because honestly this first part of the fight is not too terribly difficult. I haven't counted exactly how much HP he has, but it'll be over sooner than you think. We're going to save the boosts for the next fight, of course. Hope I'm not, like, spoiling anything for anybody. Like, everybody knows that it's not just this, right? That's pretty much the same case in every, not just, you know, RPG game, but in any Mario game, really. That, you know, if you have a final boss, then the first time you fight them is not the only time you fight them. That's almost universally true, save only, I think, for the original games, like Super Mario World, Super Mario Bros., etc. And, again, these machine maids, don't focus on them either, just minor annoyances. I love how Smelter launches a giant missile out of his mouth and it barely does any damage to Peach. Just gonna keep bashing him here. Oh, and there we go. First round over. This is some pretty funny dialogue. Your head looks like a geyser. Yes, people can really get that angry. I always thought it... I don't know. Maybe his head really is a geyser. I mean, I think he's a machine. Think of your blood pressure. It must be getting old. Yesterday, foundation's very weak. Stop shaking the floor. And of course, he has anger issues, so he doesn't listen to his advisors. What the? How in the heck? I'm surprised he didn't add in how in the hell in there, because he made Bowser say it. Whatever. The fallacies of this entire cutscene have been pointed out before already, and as the fact that Smithy in this form looks like Santa Claus. A deranged Santa Claus, of course, but whatever. Woo! Burning, seething, never been so wronged. It's time. Real form. And yeah, by the way, this whole background and everything is sufficiently creepy, in my opinion. All the heads are just staring at you. Eerily. And he turns into the head. And awesome music, honestly. Yeah, so this is a second form. Group hug all the time. Peach is going to be using it a lot. And I got lucky blocking that there. So yeah, like I said, we're going to save boosts for now, but not for this particular face thing. For those who don't know, this fight is... In this hack, it is very hard. In the main game, I'd say it's really hard. Because what happens is Smithy goes through 5 transformations, and in the main game, they're just shown sporadically. But in this fight, they go systematically. So this is the first head, and each one takes... I haven't been counting, but probably around, I'd say, a safe estimate is 15,000 HP per head. So 75,000 for those keeping score. And that's just my guess. Again, I've played through this, but none of the times did I pay attention to how much damage I was actually doing to him, so whatever. And each transformation has its own perks, and the later ones are really the ones that are terrible, but we'll get to those. By the way, I stocked up royal syrups and life shrooms. We came in with 5 Caracolas. We're not going to use our Aura Stones. We might use a Elixir, a Star Egg, but in the later forms it gets pointless. As well, we have a Red Essence on standby. You know, you can never be too sure. So, yeah, this is Smithy. I always thought that in the scope of the Mario universe, his entire existence is kind of like what has been referred to as sort of a big-lipped alligator, in that he's very random in the whole scheme, and he's only really in for a short while, like very briefly at the end. There's no real sense that, oh my god, he's this horrible enemy that we have to destroy. That, by the way, is an instant KO move. And yeah, now the attacks that he does start mattering. By the way, this is tank form. I don't know, I've seen this used in other hacks of this game, the tank sprite, I guess you could call it. I don't think any of them have the crown on it like Smithy's does. That's pretty funny. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Smithy's kind of random in the entire Mario universe, and I guess in all of the RPGs for Mario, the final boss is particularly random. I haven't played very many of them, but the one that comes to mind is Partners in Time with the, oh, what were their names? The purple goo-like, kind of looked like toads. The alien things? I don't remember, but yeah. I always thought when it's not like Bowser, which bothers me, because a lot of these final bosses are really pretty menacing and interesting, for lack of a better term, but outside of, like, when a Mario game doesn't have Bowser as its final enemy, they don't really develop it hardly at all, which, again, is a pet peeve of mine, because I think the entire idea of the rivalry between Mario and Bowser always wanting to steal Peach is getting more tired than anything else in video gaming, but what do I know? Maybe if Smithy had his own game, he would make a very interesting final boss. And they of course, that, by the way, the Flare Blitz, he will probably never do it, but it's always more preferable when it's aimed at Peach, because again, she has the P up in not P up, D down, the Protect Ring, and the Steel Shell, making her defenses laughably high. So the Flare Blitz, I think... Damn it, I missed that one. The Flare Blitz dealt to her only deals like 30 or so damage. It's pretty hilarious, actually. And anyways, now we're at the form of Smithy that looks like a mailbox? Wait, no, I just realized on the front there's a question mark, so he is a chest, which is odd. I think now might be a good time to do a Caro. Yeah, in my previous attempts at this guy, I always realized that I only had 5 Caracolas, and I was like, is this going to be enough? I have no idea, but I ended up not using them very often. It's kind of a godsend to have Peach with the group hug. If only I'd been... I remember Dark Kefka saying, I'm going to regret not raising Peach properly. And I haven't all the way up until this point, and I maintain that for the regular game, she's really not like you need her. Not even, I wouldn't even say you need her for the Culex fight necessarily. Admittedly, though, it would be nice to have a higher group hug thing, so I probably should have been focusing on her special more, but I'm already here. And god damn it, I'm gonna prove that you don't need a high Peach or whatever. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. By the way, this is the 3rd out of 5 for those keeping score, and I never am able to block that properly. And this one is still relatively okay in terms of how bad it is. But there are 2 more after this, and not to spoil anything, but you'll see. Basically, just not fun at all. And that right there, when he made the motion of doing an attack without actually doing anything, is an indicator that his next form is going to come, basically. And the next form is a dog carrier with a pink dog inside? I've never understood this form for the life of me, so that's my guess. And now this is where the awfulness starts to happen. Thankfully, his approach is systematic, but Dispel obviously does what you'd think. It takes away any boosts we've had, and Boulder does ridiculous amounts of damage, as you can tell. But now is when you need to boost, because of Dispel. And what Dispel basically did was neuter our attack, physically, I think. So it did that much, and anytime you do damage to this form, it revives a little bit. So if your attack starts getting to a paltry amount on him, then, you know, it gets incredibly more infuriating to have to try and, you know, do the job, but... And yeah, that was an incredible amount of damage too. I'm gonna see real quick if the if it ruined the special attack as well. Okay, evidently it did not. I could have sworn in the fight I was just doing before recording this that Dispel lowered my attack to a pathetic amount, to the point where, like, Mario's attack would, and I had Gino equipped with the bombs away. That would do, like, he has 600 and something attack, and it would do something in the neighborhood of, oh god, here we go, in the neighborhood of 700 attack with timed and everything. And there, see, it lowered it a little bit, so there you go. And god, okay, I'm gonna have to walk it on eggshells right now. Don't think Earthquake affects Gino. Good. What does he have equipped that move? I mean, he has the Jinx Belt. I didn't think that would, you know, stop it, but whatever. Loving these freebies, by the way. Keep them coming. What I got in the way of FP? Could probably use a syrup. And like I said, at this point, the, okay. Yeah, his attack's already getting a little... God damn it! Okay. Peach, why can't you take just less damage from that? Got, like, 5 left. 8 left, rather. This works. Ah, damn it, I did not need that to happen. Oh, that was okay. But now, everybody will stay alive for one turn. Thank you. Yeah, I don't care about the spelling. By the way, if you see graphical glitches near the top of the screen happen at any point, it's okay. That happens during the Smithy fight for some reason. I don't know why, but it's nothing too terribly distracting. I'm really gonna hope he doesn't do a counterattack after this, because if Gino can live, and Peach can live, and Mario can all live, Peach is going to do a Caracola, and we'll be okay. No attack, no attack, no attack, no attack. Okay, if it's aimed at Peach, that's fine. Alright. Now we're doing okay. I'm fine with this. Actually, come to think of it, I should just boost Gino. I'm hoping... It looked like Dispel... Maybe it just lowers certain, like either, what's it called? Either attack or defense, but not both? Okay, no, it lowers defense. Alright, let's just keep attacking. Okay, as long as we're doing above, like, 1500, that's good, because... just... this attack's getting pretty low. This is, yeah, this is exactly where I wish I'd, you know, gotten Peach's special up a little higher, but too late for that now. Boost. My approach is kind of haywire at this point, but okay, good. When he says this is inconceivable, final form. The ghost where Smithy's face is in his crotch. Not reading into that. Okay, this... I think the fight before this was the hardest. This one just gets kind of annoying sometimes, but then other turns it's really not that bad. It's Spear Rain. Oh, that was painful. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Might die right now. Miss, miss, miss. Okay. Yeah, see, graphical glitches, but that's okay. Okay, Meteor is the worst attack right now, because sometimes it does, like, unparalleled amounts of damage. And then there are times when he does, like, Thunder Rage, and it does 0 to everybody, so hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate that. Anyways, attack while you can, no healing, thank God. Revive Gino. And, Flare to Mario, that's fine. Oh God, it's gonna kill him, isn't it? I thought so. Oh, Corona's probably gonna kill Peach. Yeah. Okay, we'll just take this turn to heal. That's... No! Damn it! Fuck. It's okay, it's okay. Oh no. Okay, one simple misclick might have caused me to fight right here. Jesus! Don't die, everybody! Okay. We're okay. We got 6 life shrooms. We won't need to use them all. But a freebie would be nice. Thank you. And I'll take that time to heal Gino. That's okay, okay. Things are alright now. Where this fight sucks is not having everybody at max HP. But then, again, there are some times where Smithy just does attacks that do minimal amount of damage. I don't know why he's continuing to always do Meteor, because usually he does that like once in a while, but... Of course, in the fight where I'd record it, he does it as many times as he can. Okay, that was a crucial block, because now we can hug. Hugs! Or that, on that Johnny Bravo episode where he was a baby and they were watching that TV show in the nursery where it's like, hug, hug, hug. Hug, 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 hug. Or some stupid shit like that. Okay, Deep Freeze. Big Fat Zero! Goose Egg for everybody! Love it. Don't need to use a Caracola. Don't need to use a Victory Toast either. That'll come for probably the Culex fight, or the spoiler alert fight. Really should have blocked that one, guys. Come on. Sword Rain, of course. I love how he does every single rain in the game, you know? Okay, that's not going to affect Peach. Good. Boulder hopefully won't do too much. Okay, that wasn't too much. That was Boulder Ball! Sorry, had to say it. Okay. And at this point, we're just wailing on him, hoping he'll eventually die. Great. But of course, death is far in the future for this one. And again, I guesstimated that they're all... each form is in the realm of 20,000. But I don't think that's too far off. You know, I really shouldn't speed up through the attacks where I need to block. And then that started happening. Oh god. How many life shrooms? 5? Okay. I want a freebie! No. I want a freebie! Thank you. Take this turn. Looks like we might need to... Yes! I don't need a freebie for this one. Flare does minimal. Of course, to Gino it does more than minimal. That's not going to affect Mario. And Corona does a little bit. So like I said, some of these attacks, like he does 3 every time, the ghost form. Some of them are awful, some of them are not so bad. And hopefully he'll die soon. Not soon enough. I don't know how long this fight's going on. It's probably going to be a long segment, but I fully anticipated that when recording this, so whatever. Don't die, Gino. Okay, D3's good. Okay, I'm going to make him cure himself, and I actually just realized something I can do. I can actually make Peach useful! In terms of attacking, because we do Holy Ja, or Holy I have no idea. On the Ghost form, hopefully with our little bit of higher special attack, this might help. 916, 68, 80, okay, not enough, but still, better than nothing. Oh god, don't do Meteor, he's gonna do Meteor. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I think he should be almost done soon. Alright! We beat Smithy! That fight was hella tough, I gotta admit. But in all honesty, it was fun. So yeah... Oh, I didn't realize he had a cape this whole time. So logically, since we are in the wake of his explosion, we all die. Of course not, but the story itself finally comes to a close. Alright, so that was Super Mario RPG Armageddon. So, alright, I guess I should give my final takes on the matter. I don't know if I've stated it or made it clear yet, but this is pretty much one of my favorite, not just Mario games, but probably favorite games ever, as well for on the SNES. This is a game that holds a special place in my heart, and I think the additions that Dark Kefka made were well justified. It was very much fun to play, at times infuriating, but you know, that's what I look for in a game sometimes. Like if I want a game that has basically a beefed up kind of difficulty, then this is exactly the way to do it. And I don't think it was too hard at any point. A lot of the things Dark Kefka added made the fights more manageable. And yeah, now it's time for the credits, so this is a fun thing to see. Oh. Yeah, of course, I was just kind of leading you on, but I couldn't think of anything necessarily to say. So we have New Game Plus, and we get 50 frog coins. And it turns out that all of this was just a dream in Mario's head that happened while the entirety of the events were going on in the keep before the game started. And he gets flung back into his house, just like the original, and we wake up and realize it was all a dream. Of course not, but that was the Smithy fight, and we have 104 frog coins now. Logically, we would probably go and get a super ribbon, because we don't have one, and for the well, you know, fights after this, it might be useful. But that is all to be determined at a later date. There might be a couple things I can do before we get into the meat and potatoes of this hack, and I'll think about that for next time. But as for now, this has been Super Mario RPG Armageddon, the Smithy fight. Beefed up, of course, just like the rest of the game. So we'll go ahead and save. Now saying we have 7 stars! Yay! And it said we were still in the factory for some reason. Whatever. So yeah, next time more important stuff. More fun stuff in a way. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, see you all later.